A good Tuesday afternoon. This weather video driven by 802cars.com, representing 802 Toyota, Twin Cities Subaru, 802 Honda, all located off of exit 7 on Interstate 89. Precipitation has now made it into the southern half of Vermont, with just starting to show up some rain shower activity in Rutland. We still have a little bit of thin overcast across parts of northern Vermont, where it's allowing for just a hint of sunshine, but that's going by the wayside pretty quickly now. Looking at the HRRR model, we can see this is 4 o'clock, just starting to approach the Barre-Montpelier area of central Vermont. And gets up into Washington County, a little bit of delay, and then the surge by around 7, 8 o'clock starts to make it to the north and east. And notice how sporadic it is, where it has basically dropped off. And so it'll come in basically as little spurts and sputters and rain showers and whatnot. Things do improve as we get into the overnight period, with rain being shown here. And so just back this up. Here we go. So this is valid at about 4 o'clock, and this is finally through 8 o'clock. That was about, 5 p.m., and then 3-hour jump there. You can see mostly in the form of snow showers, but a mixed variety. And we're not looking at very much at this point. Now this changes over to all rain with a few pockets of freezing rain. Note, basically in the higher terrain, looks like the higher terrain of Orange County could be affected, so heads up on that. And then it's 3 hours later, it's out of here. This is about 11 o'clock in the morning on Wednesday. And then it's just primarily rain that kind of works on through, with a band of rain showers that could even provide us with a couple claps of thunder. And then late in the day, this is what it's looking like between basically 5 o'clock and 8 p.m. tomorrow, and that's when the gusty winds will be taking place. And we can see that most of the precipitation exits out of the region, and then we're into that burst of wind. Now these will be 6-hour increments here. So this is about 2 o'clock in the morning on Wednesday. This is 8 o'clock in the morning. And you notice right here, this is why I believe folks in New York, they have a pretty serious situation here. These wind gusts up in the 60s miles per hour, so it's much stronger off to the west of us. And as it blows toward us, basically leaves the Champlain Valley into the 40 to 50 mile per hour range. Same kind of thing east of the Greens. But along the spine of the Greens, that's where the strongest winds are. This continues into the early morning hours on Thursday. That'd be about 2 o'clock in the morning. This would be 7 o'clock or 8 o'clock in the morning on Thursday, and then finally things begin to ramp on down considerably. So we have a stretch here with mostly summit levels, and probably immediately east of the Green Mountains of the southern spine of the Greens, maybe the central Greens, and a few other locations, some of the Northeast Kingdom Highlands perhaps, some of the highlands around Orange County. They could see some gusts over 40. And we could see some minor tree limb damage. This does not look like a big event, but something that, at the summit level anyway, these winds will be cranked up pretty good, as you just saw. And one last look here. This is valid at 4 o'clock. This is 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 for travel issues. Looks like we have some pockets of freezing rain, mostly in the highest elevations. And then rain basically takes over as the predominant type. And note the steadier precipitation and some issues here north of and west of basically Montreal. This particular area is going to be affected, and otherwise it's just rain to the south. This is when we could have some thunderstorms work on through. That's valid about 17Z, which is, 1 o'clock in the afternoon, 2 o'clock in the afternoon. So between about 1 and about 3 or 4, and then finally things exit out, and then we get that burst of wind. Roger Hill, Wuthering Heights.